Thinking of upgrading your iPhone, getting a new laptop, or graduating into your dream job? You might want to hold that thought because something big is happening in the US. And yes, it's already creeping into Singapore. Prices may rise, jobs may slow, even your favorite gadgets could disappear. Stay with me till the end, because what you hear in the next few minutes could save you hundreds of dollars, or even your next career move. Hey everyone! Welcome back to Wealth for You, the channel that simplifies money and global news so you can make smarter, stress-free decisions. Today we're breaking down the ripple effect of rising US tariffs and why you, right here in Singapore, are not immune. From higher prices at the mall to fewer job openings, this isn't something to scroll past. So stick around, hit that like button, and subscribe to Wealth for You, because you deserve to stay one step ahead. All right, let's dive in. Part 1. What's happening? So, what exactly is going on? Recently, the United States introduced new tariffs, basically extra taxes, on goods imported from several Asian countries. We're talking about major economies like China, Vietnam, Malaysia, Taiwan, and yes, even Singapore. Singapore got hit with a 10% baseline tariff, which may sound small, but here's the catch. We're deeply plugged into the regional supply chain. We import parts, assemble products, and re-export to countries like the US. So even if Singapore isn't the main target, we still feel the pain. Let's say factories in Vietnam or China now have to pay more to send goods to the US. Their costs go up. That affects Apple, Samsung, Dell, and countless other companies who rely on those factories. And when these companies face higher costs, guess who eventually foots the bill? Us, the consumers. So even though the tariffs are between the US and Asia, Singapore doesn't get a free pass. Prices, wages, and product availability here could all be affected. And that brings us to what really matters. What does this mean for you? Let's talk about that next. Part 2. What it means for you. So what should Singapore consumers actually watch out for? 1. Tech products may get more expensive. Thinking of upgrading your iPhone, iPad, or MacBook soon? You might want to hold off. Apple's global supply chain stretches across China, India, Vietnam, and other Asian countries, many of which are now affected by the tariffs. If Apple can't secure a tariff exemption, analysts say prices could go up by 17 to 18%. That's hundreds of extra dollars for the exact same device. 2. Fewer product options. It's not just about price, it's about availability too. If making certain phone or laptop models becomes too costly, Apple and other brands might stop producing them altogether. That means fewer choices for us in Singapore, especially when shopping for entry-level or older models. 3. Jobs and pay could be affected. This isn't just about shopping, it could also affect your income. If the US economy slows down or enters a recession, multinational companies with operations in Singapore might freeze hiring, reduce headcount, or delay pay raises. Fresh grads and mid-career switchers may find it harder to land a new role or get a better offer, especially in export-reliant industries. Part 3. Good news. Now, let's take a breather. Here's what's not likely to change much, at least for now: clothes and shoes like Nike and Adidas. Most of these are still made in Asia, especially in countries like Vietnam and Bangladesh, and are not directly exported to the US first. So if you've been eyeing new sneakers or activewear, prices in Singapore should stay fairly stable, barring any major shifts. Certain products are exempt. Some essential items, like pharmaceuticals, semiconductors, copper, energy, and key minerals, are not affected by the new tariffs. So not everything is caught in the crossfire. So yes, while some areas will feel the impact, it's not doom and gloom across the board. But it's still a good time to stay alert, be thoughtful with spending, and prepare for what could come next. Part 4. What you can do. So what can you do to stay safe, steady, and prepared, even as things shift around us? 1. Delay big purchases like luxury cars or condos if you can. If you're thinking of buying a luxury car or upgrading to a private condo, it's worth taking a step back. With the economic outlook becoming more uncertain, especially if the U.S. slows down and global companies tighten their belts, jobs and income stability could be affected, even here in Singapore. It's not the best time to commit to big loans or long-term financial obligations unless you're very secure in your finances. Holding off for now gives you more flexibility and might even put you in a stronger position later if prices soften or better opportunities come up. 2. Be more selective with jobs. If you're a fresh grad or job hunting, this is the time to be strategic. Focus on industries that are less reliant on U.S. exports, such as healthcare, education, essential services, or digital and tech roles that cater to local or regional markets. These tend to be more resilient when global trade takes a hit. 3. Build an emergency fund. If you haven't done this yet, start now. Try to set aside 3 to 6 months' worth of essential expenses: rent, food, transport, and bills. That way, if there's a sudden job freeze or pay cut, you've got the buffer to ride it out without panic. 4. Diversify your investments. If you've been investing mostly in U.S. stocks, this is a great time to spread your risk. Look at dividend-paying stocks, REITs, or ETFs that include Asia-Pacific or emerging markets. Having a mix of regions and income-generating assets can help cushion your portfolio if the U.S. economy slows down. Final thoughts. Singapore may be small, but we're deeply connected to global trade and markets. When the U.S. makes a move, like imposing new tariffs, the ripple effects eventually reach our shores. Prices may rise, job markets may shift, but here's the good news. By staying informed, spending mindfully, and planning ahead, you're already taking the right steps to protect your financial future. Stay prepared, not panicked. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Wealth for You for more simple, timely insights on money, the economy, and smart living. Tap the bell so you don't miss out on future updates that actually matter to your wallet. And tell me in the comments, are you still thinking of upgrading your phone this year or holding off? Stay safe, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next one.